Hello everyone, this is ICO Talk. My name is Yelena and my guest today is Eugene Green, a founder of Wish Finance Project. Hello Eugene, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for hosting me.
Okay, so to start, will you please tell us about your project, what it's all about and what is the main idea behind it?
Sure, my company, it's Wish Finance, is a Singaporean online lender. We serve the SME segment, mostly the merchants. We issued loans and we built quite unique technology to score them. So we call it the zero default technology. We've made a public lending pilot this year, and we actually had the zero defaults on all the portfolio.
Yes, I've read about this pilot project. I would like you to tell us more details about it.
Oh yeah, sure. We actually had a survey last year, and we had a focus group of 1,000 small companies in Singapore. It's the cafes, it's some restaurants, it's different small service businesses. So when we built this technology, we wanted to test it. So we had the small portfolio. It was $500,000, and we issued 112 loans for 103 SMEs. We've started this last November, and the final loan was closed in May this year. We had no defaults, and actually the biggest delay in repaying was 43 days. It's like half of the 90 days which you need to default the loan.
Okay, this is a really great result. And will you please tell us about the role of the blockchain technology in your project?
Oh yeah, each lender, actually regular lenders like banks and the new lenders, the fintech companies, face the same issue. At one point, they had to find more liquidity, more money, just to issue more loans. So the big lenders, actually, what they do securitization. They take their own portfolio and make a security, and they sell it to different financial companies. And later this year and the last year, we have a few major scandals, like with the Lending Club, when they took bad loans, like defaulting loans, put it in a beautiful package and sell it as the A+ security. So we are actually using blockchain to make all of our loan portfolio transparent. How we do this? We are actually connecting with the APIs to acquiring of the merchants, and we know almost in real time all the transactions. So every loan we issue for every borrower and every repayment transaction, we put in the blockchain. So actually, when we do the securitization, when we go, let's say, to the bank to get some more money and we want to sell to the bank our loan portfolio, they will be able to look as deep inside as to, each repayments. This is why we need the blockchain. And also blockchain accept transparency. The blockchain gives us also the security. Even our own employees are unable to change any data inside the blockchain because it's stored not in one place in the Wish Finance, but actually at the devices of all the borrowers, all the network we built.
I see. What is your main advantage over your competitors, if there are any on the market?
Actually, yes. I mean, we are fintech, we are online lender. We quite different from, we have a unique business model because it's a combination of few technologies. First of all, as I said, we are scored the SMEs mostly on the real financial transactions, not the assets, and we have access to the sales which our borrowers merchants do every day. So this is the first one. It helps us to score them based on the real cash flow, historical, and what is presented right now. And additionally, it gives us seamless repayments. It means that more sales our borrower does, the faster a loan is repaid. The second one, we use neural network to see the patterns in all this big data. And the last one, even if the borrower will go bankrupt, we actually have insurance fund to cover these losses. So based on our test, we have a 0 defaults, but we are ready to 5% defaults on the portfolio. So it's quite a lot.
I see. I see. Okay, let's now proceed to your ICO. What is the particular sum that you want to raise, first of all, and what are the key milestones of the roadmap?
Oh yeah, we are a company with the cash flow and with the product, but we don't want, to be over-financed. So actually, we have a soft cap in 1 million in United States dollars, and the hard cap is the 10 million. Even if we will sell, the very important thing with our ICO is we are the first in Asia who is structuring our ICO as IPO. We are not selling just the digital tokens. All our tokens are backed by our shares. So actually, we are selling 20% of our company. At any moment, the token holder will be able to convert one token to one share and become a real shareholder. So real shareholder with every actually protection from the law as each shareholder has.
This is very interesting. Yes, this is absolutely new, I guess. Yes.
It's actually, we are first in Asia to do so. I think maybe we've tried to find the same companies who are doing the same, but actually we are selling equities. Almost no ICOs do the same. No one in Asia still try to do this, so we are pioneering this way. Yes. And for this type of the ICO, even our hard cap it looks normal if you compare it with 100 millions.
Yeah,
for the without
it's not
any
that
products.
much. Yes, 10 million is rather a small amount of money. Yeah. And what about the roadmap still?
Oh yeah, we have a product. Actually, we've tested it, but yes, it is still in beta. We are going after the ICO until the end of this year. We are going to get connected to the acquiring partners in Singapore and Hong Kong, and actually our goals will depend on how much we raise on the ICO. So actually now we plan to start regular lending in Singapore, and then early next year go to Hong Kong. The next countries of our interest is South Korea, and then if we raise at least 5 million, we will go to Scandinavian countries like Norway, like Denmark and Sweden, and then to the Benelux, Netherlands, and another, actually, in the field of our interest, small efficient countries with efficient economies and with high cashless, high volume of cashless transactions. So in this case, we're not really interested in countries like Brazil. Yes, they have a strong economy, or let's say China. Yes, they also have a strong economy, but they have very low penetration of the cashless payments. Yes. So, and in case we will be so happy to raise the hard cap, 10 million, we will be able to make a software in 2020. We will be able to make a software for the online banks directly serving SMEs without any useless, any useless services and fees, just the raw banking service for the small companies.
Okay, and will you please tell us in more details about your tokens? I got that the first advantage of it is the opportunity to change it for the real assets, but if there are any other benefits for the investor of your tokens?
Okay, we are actually starting the pre-sale very soon. It will be on the 15th October. Our tokens are Ethereum based and with smart contracts, and we have bonuses for. So Ethereum based tokens are very stable, and secure. Yes, and for the early investors, for the big stake investors, we have bonus campaigns. So we have the free tokens on top of the investment. So it's 10% on top of the investment, more than $100,000, 15% on top of $500,000, and 20% on top of 1 million. But these bonuses are limited with our soft cap. So when we will sell 1 million tokens, the bonus program will end. So actually, early big stake investors will get the more than they actually invested.
Yeah. Okay, and now a few words about your team, please.
Oh yeah, sure. We are still a young company. The company was created in Singapore last year in June, and I've collected a very nice team. I actually myself, I'm like a seasoned entrepreneur. I already sold 3 companies before, and on my way, I used to work with some very nice guys. So my CTO, actually, Ruslan, he used to work in banks for the 10 years. So he's very nice at what takes to build the financial companies, IT, the security and stability and everything like this. Yes, and I have the compliance officer, because we work in finance. It's highly regulated company. So I have a very nice guy, Michael. He's INSEAD MBA graduate, so he's very experienced man of the law. He has experience in Singapore and Israel. Actually, now up to date, we have 17 people.
17.
17 people, yes, and 10 of them actually are software engineers. Few guys we've hired recently when we started to get ready for the ICO. They are marketing guys.
I see. And what do you personally think about the perspectives of this ICO market in general?
The ICO market, when we started to think about the ICO, it was late 2016. I read myself about 50 different white papers, and I would say that with my experience in finances and in management companies, I would say that a lot of them are financially unsustainable. I mean, the financial models will
most of them,
yeah, I think 95% of them. They are created with the nice guys, technical guys, but they do some promises which I think they will be unable to fulfill. So I believe a lot of companies who collected a lot of monies in the middle of this year, in the next year, might fail on the roadmaps. So they could be a lot of negative experiences for the ICO. So I believe investors should, at this moment, this market, it's not as wild as it was like 4 months ago. So it's better to look for the companies with existing product and not the companies who are not gonna to make crazy millions, because the small companies don't need $100 million. I mean, it could be even worse if when the company has so much money.
Even worse.
Yeah, because the company with, let's say, 40 people, over flooded with money, they don't have motivation to grow. They don't have any motivation.
Yeah. I see. Okay, and now to sum up the whole thing, in 1 or 2 sentences, why shall I invest in your project?
Oh, because we will have a shareholder of the sustainable business with understandable business model and with a lot of good experience on the market.
Okay, so
you will get money.
That is the most important thing. Okay,
Yeah.
So then thank you very much for this interview and thank you for your time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, and I remind you that my guest today was Eugene Green, a founder of Wish Finance Project, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch more interesting videos. Bye-bye.